Hey everyone, welcome back to glammegal, and today's video is going to be my take on Padmavati's makeup look. So this is the look that I came up with, and yeah, this is like a bridal look, very simple and very royal, very regal looking. The emphasis is more on the skin rather than like bold lip or fierce eyes. So yeah, this is the look that I came up with. So let's just get started. So I'm starting with Forest Essentials Panchpushp toner, and I quite like this is very refreshing and very cooling. And I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This is like my ultimate favorite foundation of all times, but it does dry down quickly, so I'm using, like, first I'm applying it on half of my face and then I'm going to do the other half of my face. I'm using a beauty blender. You can use any beauty sponge or even a makeup brush. This foundation blends very easily, and with a beauty blender the technique is slightly different. You just have to pounce and push the product in and not move it around. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of color correcting because I have very bad dark circles, and also around my mouth area I was feeling a little darkness going on over there, so I just did that. Next I'm applying my MAC Prep and Prime concealer. It is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but works perfectly well with my under eyes. The emphasis on this look is more on like creating a very matte base, like the skin should look flawless because there isn't too much of an eye makeup or a very bold lip going on. Everything looks quite natural, but obviously a lot goes into that. So if you do look at the picture, you can see like there's a lot of contrast between like the highlight and contour. So I'm also trying to just make the skin look as flawless as possible. So now I'm taking a creamy beige from LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer, and I'm just going to basically apply this all over like the center part of my face, and the rest of the face I'm going to apply a very dark cream contour product. So here I'm just going to apply that on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, and I'm using the same beauty blender to kind of just blend everything. So again, the pounce and blend motion, and on the under eye area, as I always do, I'm just going to very lightly tap it so that I don't move the products I used underneath. So I have to use this layering method because my dark circles are very dark. So if you have slight dark circles, you can directly go in with this step. Next I'm taking Toast from LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer. Again, I actually have taken out some of the product on the back of my hand, so that is what I am reaching for again and again. So yeah, I am creating, like, I'm trying to create like a very sharp jawline so that in pictures it my face looks slimmer. So this extreme contouring is good for pictures, because in real life otherwise you can clearly see where the contour is starting and ending, like on the jawline, on the cheekbone. I have blended it out pretty nicely, but for the photos I wanted like a sharper looking jaw, so that is why I went overboard with it. So next I'm just going to do some more blending on the cheeks, and I did not apply any of the contour product on my forehead, so I just went ahead and applied it. But with all the jewelry on the forehead, you can totally actually skip it because you won't be seeing too much of the bronzer anyways on like this high up. So yeah, a little bit more blending. I'm taking a linear brush from the oval brush set, and I'm going to blend the nose contouring also. So a lot of time has been spent on the skin part, on the base makeup for this video. So I'm again taking the beauty blender, the one I used for the foundation. Since it has some foundation on it, I can actually go ahead and blend it a little bit more. And I'm not using like a very heavy hand with the powder. I'm very lightly dusting powder all over my face. Even on the under eye area, I haven't used too much of a powder that I usually use. I'm now just going to fill in my eyebrows. Eyebrows are like, you know, statement for this look, I suppose. So I'm just going to fill them in pretty heavily, and also going to make them a little bit thicker on the outer edge. So here I'm filling it in a little bit above my natural hairline on my eyebrows. So you want to take your time with doing your eyebrows, and as I'm going to the front part of my eyebrows, I'm just using whatever product is left over. So once I've done doing both the eyes, like I'm using like very less product to create that unibrow look. I wasn't sure like how this is going to look on me, but I just kept it very light. Next, I'm using MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I'm applying this on my like forehead. Usually I do not bronze in this area, but for the sake of pictures in this video, I just wanted to kind of bring down the bronzer over here, because I don't have like very broad forehead, so I usually don't like to bring the bronzer down this much. But because of there will be a lot of headgear on like my forehead, so I just wanted some contrast, and I'm using the same bronzer for my cheeks also. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze my face, and I'm again, like after every step, I'm using the damp blender to beauty sponge actually, to just, you know, press everything back into the skin so that nothing looks too powdery at this point. Next, I'm moving on with the eye makeup. I'm using like this very light bone, like flesh color, not bone color, flesh color eyeshadow. It's a matte eyeshadow. I'm just going to very lightly apply that all over my lids, and taking a medium brown eyeshadow to just create some depth into the crease, just so that it gives like an illusion of like non-natural shadows. And I'm taking like a light eyeshadow, and very lightly I'm just applying it all over my lids very lightly. I'm just going to almost brush it like out only. So I'm now taking the dark brown, like medium brown eyeshadow, and applying that on my lower lash line as well. So I'm taking a black eyeliner, and right now the liner looks very sharp. It is pretty much blended out, so I'm going to go ahead and blend it out a little bit later. For now, I'm just going to apply like a very thin line of the eyeliner, making like very small strokes in joining them, and I'm also going to tight line my eyes because not a lot of lashes or anything like that is involved. So I'm just tight lining it, and for my lower lash line, I'm not going to bring the eyeliner all the way in. I'm going to concentrate it on like half of the lower lash line. Just applying a lipstick. It's a very pale, like it's almost skin color kind of a lipstick only, and I'm using my fingers to apply that as a stain so that it doesn't look like I've applied a proper lipstick per se. Now next, I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara on my top and bottom lash line, and I'm going to make sure I'm applying the mascara. Okay, I look like really deathly right now. Anyway, so here I'm just going to take some black eyeshadow and a very small pencil brush, and now I'm just going to create like a blended V kind of a shape, not more of a winged eyeliner, but just like a blended V on the outer corner. And this is the final look, guys, after all the jewelry and decking up. And yeah, I also applied a small bindi. I hope you all like this look, and I'm not trying to look like Deepika Padukone, so please refrain from using such comments. It is just an inspired look, and it's so stunning, and I am from Rajasthan, so yeah, this video is really special to me. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.